Okay, this is what I started off with. This is the basic Old Town kayak Vapor, 12 foot.
My little bilge pump with my nice bungee cord design.
I remember being so happy that I put a bungee cord on the bow. It was my first big fix. It sat in the pool for a couple of days while I looked at it and figured out what to do. I liked the layout of the kayak though. It had good potential. The back of the boat was a challenge. It didn't come with a rudder. And it wasn't really flat, and it was very tapered in the back. Plus, being plastic made it difficult to have an adhesive quality.
Okay, here's a little quick video. I don't know if I'm in the shot. I've never quite done it this way. Here's a quick look at the sweet potato.
In my early days, I really had no idea what I was doing.
I gotta go get it because I'm not tied off on it.
I was lucky I didn't get hurt.
My rod holder. Ooh. Must get safety line. And this is my messy cockpit. Tackle box, water, spare stuff over here, my glasses because I can't see, a little spare shrimpy, my little lifeline I tie around my waist, and then I walk out. And I go out in the flats out here. High tide now, so big difference, about 3 feet of difference. Nice little mangrove made in the shade. Here's my bait fish. I got a nice little brim in there, or a grunt. My life bag, my paddle float. I slip in my paddle if I flip over, but I'm not flipping over. I got too much gear. So that's it. Okay, how do I record? In my mouth? I got no way to record this. I got a fish on here. Let's see. Not sure I can do it. Oh, where is he? The world's largest needlefish. Look at the size of this mother. Okay, I got a big mess here. I'm going to do this quick because I don't want him to die. My second trout of the day. I hope you can see him because I got to throw him back in. There he is. We're going to keep him in the water so he doesn't die.
I definitely enjoyed going to Grandin Beach. This is Bear Cut. At low tide before all the crazy boaters showed up. Just enjoy the peace and serenity of the island and the tide pools, and of course the nice driftwood. It's actually pretty rare to have this whole place to myself this day. It's usually packed with crazy jet skiers and boats with blenders and frozen drinks. One of the benefits of being there on low tide was seeing the tide pools, and you could figure out where the fish would come through the island. And you come back at high tide and fish it.
Check this out. Look at the size of this mother. I can't even get it in the shot. It's probably so big. Look at that. That is a starfish, my friend. Look at that. It's bigger than my hand. That is outrageous. Nice to know that these things still are around because I haven't seen them since I was a kid. And this is the third one that I found. I just couldn't get it in the boat. It was too deep. Look at that. That's awesome, man.
When I would relax, I'd just sit back and look at the kayak and figure out what I could do next. I know there's so much more that I wanted. I couldn't afford the expensive Hobies, but I still felt it had potential. And oh yes, I did throw the starfish back. Okay, I purchased this rudder online for about 150 bucks, and I used a very hard wood for the base. I tried so many different adhesives, and none of it would really stick to this plastic. It was only until I got this marine epoxy that did the trick, and that was it. I had a heck of a time running the guide wires through the hull because I had previously put 2 bulkheads fore and aft inside the kayak. So I used a metal rod to feed the cable through and just released the brake on the fixed pedals and made them into paddling rudders. As you could see, this embarrassing video here of me in my lake practicing with the rudder. Okay, I know this looks ridiculous, but I was just obsessed with being able to sail and cover more grounds to go out fishing. You could see how the rudder just laid back in its sleeve there. I didn't have any complicated tension guides yet for that. I just pulled that bungee cord in, but it worked really good without the sail. When I started to experiment with sails, I realized that I needed a bigger rudder for the drag and the sail wind, but that's something else. This size of this sail was an experiment. Obviously would have been okay in really rough winds, but you know, it was the learning curve. Learning curve, to be sure. That's pretty sad. Evolution, don't you know? Okay, they used that glue, that marine epoxy. Once I got that epoxy, that was the secret to holding down a mast. I spent $300 on a Hobie sail with my eBay money. Once I got that sail in and managed to reinforce it with that base plate by drilling a hole in the deck, and between the base plate and the hole in the deck there was enough torque there. I still keep a forestay line on there to hold it in place because that's a lot of power from that sail. But the Hobie sidekicks were the icing on the cake because now I had so much sail power and no stability. And I planned on going out in the ocean, and I already had one episode where I flipped, and now I had a formula here of stability, sail power, but now I had no centerboard. So my first attempt at a centerboard daggerboard was right on my right side with a fiberglass fin that I bought online for $65, which had a good dimension to it. But this design with marine board and that fiberglass, which I thought would have been strong enough, using the existing 2 screws where the seat based into the hull was no match for the power and torque moving forward in the sail. I tried to get that blade flush to the hull, but to no avail. It would bend out. So this was the new rig here. An aluminum pole with the fin right in the front of the mast. Only one blade there. I couldn't find a matching blade, but it really works well on
There she blows.
both sides, tacking under sail.
That's what it is. Here's my wake. Well, I'm about a mile and a half out. Came back in. I went out a little too far. Big waves out there. Just kind of got a little gnarly. So I'll stay about a mile or 2 out here. Still got the rigs going. No hits yet. I got to readjust them for deeper water. But just a beautiful day out here. These are my little saviors out here, my Amas. These things really keep me stable. So there's really no fear tipping over, I don't think. But I am far out, and it is a little creepy. It's so beautiful out here. I love it. I just love it. I'm waiting for a bigger wind. Full seas, blasting out, flying laddie.
Okay, that was scary. All right, I need to reevaluate. That was awesome. I wish I could have got the main part of the wind, but it was really, it was really moving. Got storms coming in. Okay, I need to turn around. Stand by. Okay, here we are at Deering Estate. I don't know how much memory I have. That's Deering, that's where I put in back there. There's something island. And we are flying. Doing about 6. Sails luffing nice. No fishing poles this time. I wanted to beat that storm back there. So here we are, just heading out. Look at that wake. Yeah, look, it's pretty shitty back there, quite frankly. I don't want to look. I'm looking at this. Good as it gets. This time I put in pretty good. I didn't get beat up by the sail. We'll go out, I'll turn around and come back. See ya. Well, it is really blowing today. Having trouble trimming the sails. Under a lot of wind resistance. I had to move the tiller up because it was too much for the rudder back here. I wish I could take a look at this rudder. I think it's sticking up out of the water. I'm not getting enough tracking, so you can see I'm kind of got the rudder up. And I'm just barely touching the sail. Saw a saltwater crocodile a couple minutes ago. I couldn't believe it. Everybody at the marina was all making noises, pointing, and I'm like, what? And then I saw the snout of an alligator swimming, or crocodile swimming. So, waves are a little rockety. Should really put 2 hands on the wheel right here. I'll get back with you. So that's where we're at. That's my evolution of my Old Town Vapor 12.5 foot basic model to ultimate hybrid sailor. Stay tuned. I've got a lot more additions.